Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome to another edition of our class. And like I always say, if you're not following me and you're an electric fence enthusiast, an installer, if you're a technical person, then you've been left behind. There's actually a question one of our installer, sorry, should I say subscriber, actually asked a question. You also see it on the screen, right? He talked about, he was asking, how do you connect a fence that has 8 lines, all right? Um, it has a step, all right? You also have 6 lines. So I want to make that sketch here so as to explain this whole thing. Um, I hope after this you're able to understand what that is all about. So let's start off. Let's explain what we have here. This is a full sketch. This side, 6 lines all the way. Now, this indicates there's a loop connection between this and this and this, and this. Then also this is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from top to the bottom. The 6 lines is the 8 lines. We'll also understand that the 6 lines is live, 8, live, live, 8, live. But for the 8, live, live, 8, live, live, 8, live, live. So there's also a step here. All right, so this is the 8 line. This is the 6 line on the gate, and this is the gate contact. This is the female part. Always ensure your female gate contact is on the pillar while the male is attached to the gate. This is the male and this is the female. All right, then this is the 8 lines also. There's also a link between this and this, each of these ones going this way. So it's like a complete perimeter, a covered compound. So we need to also close here. So this is where we have our Energizer, the live out, the live return, the earth out, the earth return. So let's see how we're able to configure this and bring them together as one. Now, here is the area I was talking about. Let's assume it was continuous. So I will decide to pick here as the closest to the Energizer. If I bring it here, I think it's far. So I want to use here. Please always note, don't ever bring cable, just bring one here, put one here. There should be a separation between this and this. Let me assume, because if you want to separate this line, you have to cut this line, So let me use a spring and a hook to demonstrate. Assume this is what you have here. This is this pole. If the lines are going all the way, cut one side off, then ring this other side to the fence. This other one's here, the other one here. You put your hook to your hook to your spring. You know there are different segments on your pole, on your bracket, your bobbin. You have the inner one. You can decide to come, either you want to use the inner one, since your wires, the first wire coming to this side, they'll be wound around the middle groove. You can decide to pick the outer groove, clip your hook. So you have something like this. That is what you have here. Then this wires from here, attach it to this. So it's therefore separating the wires coming from this side from this. So this is how we prepare where we want to connect our Energizer, because it's not at the edge. So this is necessary to always separate it so that your movement or flow of current would not come in contact with each of them. So we're able to bring more secured stuff here. So now this is what we have done. Been able to do that. So we have a spring here. We're able to separate here from the side. So the wire stops here. So I can now decide to say, okay, fine. If we don't, let's treat this thing independently. I'll take the live out here. Okay, take my line from here through a conduit, the HT cable, and I come attach it to this line here. If I attach this here, all I need to do, just watch before we deal with this other side. Now, I'll just come here and bring this, gets here, I'll loop it with this. When I get to the extreme here, see this fence is a continuous fence from here to this end. So it means every of the edge I stop here. So it means one moves all the way from here. It gets here. Hey, sorry, I forgot this line. It's traveling up. It's traveling this way. When it gets here, all I need to do is to loop this to this here. At the extreme, closer to the pole. So it's returning. When it gets here, comes this way. It gets here, that's the edge again. So I bring this one to this. So it means it's moving this direction. It gets here, it's coming this way. When it gets to this point, now, this is where we have another thing to deal with, another part, because this one, the first one came here. So this one, there are two things. If I decide to bring this one to this place, then it means it returns to the Energizer. I won't come here, I won't touch this. So from here, this is the 8th line, this is the 6th line. I can decide to say, okay, fine. If I'm taking this to this one, we have either it's going to the top line. So I prefer to take this, link this one to this, to the topmost line. Yeah, to the topmost line. Yes, from here, this moves all the way, continues. So we're dealing with the 8th line. So you remember this line comes all the way down here. It continues from there. It gets here. I'm not going to touch this here to just see what we do here. So we get here, we move to the next line. Can marry this to this at the extreme. So we're moving back. It gets here, it's coming this way. And this gets here. Oh, I'm coming out. I can decide to come. Let me marry this to this. At the edge, right? This gets here. Continues here. Come to this other one here. So this returns. It gets here. It moves this direction. Moves this direction. It gets here. Take this one to the next live. It continues all the way. It gets here. It's coming here. Now we've gotten to the extreme here. Sorry, where did I jump to this line? So this one is coming here, it gets here. This marries this last line. Start returning. Okay, yes, I'll do it this way. Yes. All the way from here to this guy. Now I have a follow cable here that I've not dealt with. What I need to do, I will now take this line to this, marry this, comes all the way, gets here, it turns here. This is where it stops. It gets to this level. It needs to come back to the Energizer. But you ask one question, you say, sir, we've not done anything here. Don't bother yourself, leave it. We'll deal with this guy. So now let me take this to the Energizer. I'll take it to the return. This is out and this is return. So we are concerned with this. Are we going to leave this place? No. But we've sorted out everything here apart from the earth. We've not touched the earth here. So, but let's leave this aside. We'll deal with this guy. So let's treat the earth. Now, the same thing applies to the earth. We want the earth. We don't want to loop here. We will not take our earth out. So what we need to do again, the same principle we applied here for this is to break this line. Sorry, let me get stuff to break the line. Okay. I will put a spring here. So it means there is no more flow from here to here. Just like we have here, using a spring. One of the lines can come at the middle, use the other groove here. You see this groove? One can be here, the other one can come here with a spring. All right. So what I'll do here is to get, so let's say my F out. Okay. Let's assume this marries this, then means this goes all the way. It gets here, I'll need to find a way of marrying the other edge, this one moves all the way. It gets here, this is going up. It gets here, I can as well just feed the last guy. I come here, all right, just to gets here, it comes down. It gets here, then I'll need to feed this returns, bring back up. It gets here, feed this guy, this direction. This gets here, bring it this way. So it means we've been able to close this gap if there's any gap, so nobody can scale. If you cut it on this line, the alarm goes off. Then this one comes this way, right? It gets here. Then when it gets here, it needs to go back to the Energizer. All I need to do is to take this with the same HT cable back to our Energizer. Now you're still bothered about this. Now this is the time for us to deal with this guy. All I need to first do is to come to the gate contact. Now, you must understand something that has to do with this gate contact. Exactly, because it's a two poles gate contact. We have the 3 poles where you have your live out, your live return, your earth. But because of this, if we have this, we're going to have only the live to this gate, the earth, we can isolate it. But since the top and the bottom is covered, then it means it's secure. If anybody try to scale here, there'll be problem. You want to cut it, you have problem. So now, what I need to do is to take one from here first. Let's assume I feed this. This goes all the way. Just watch. This feed the next life on the gate. This one goes to the next life. This also goes to the next life. It gets here, it needs to contact, so it needs to go back to the other terminal of the gate contact. So this one marries the other terminal. So whenever this one is still follow, there is no connection here, but this one connected it will leaving the gate on its own. How do we feed this guy? What you need to do, just watch. This is the trick here. Come to this one closer to the pillar, to this step. Open this one up. Open this place up. Open it up. Let's assume this one stops here. So we've removed the loop from here to here. So now we can now say this one is out. See the direction out. We take this one with the cable, HT cable, we marry it to this. So it means there's a flow to this direction. This gets here, marry this. This gets here, it marries this one. This gets here, it marries this. This one gets here, it marries this. This gets here, it marries this. This gets here, then you link this one back to this. So as if now it's now continued. It's as if a continuation. So if you look at this whole thing, this whole is settled. So but we don't have supply to this gate contact. I've told you about the principle of how gate contact works. You can go and check the video. I don't want to talk about that here. How it works, the principle of gate contact. So all I need to do, how do I feed this gate contact? I'll come here, open this loop. The loop here between this and this. open the red connection. The red, take this one, connect this one here. I can take this one, connect it here. That's just all. That's just all. You see, if we follow this line, let's see the movement of current along this line. And you see there's nothing like a parallel connection. There's not like it goes this way, return this way. Let's follow the movement trail. This moves all the way. It gets here. It means we enter here. This one gets here, comes here, gate contact. You know this one will close when it's open. When is it to close when it's off this one. So this one gets here, flow from this to this, come here. This one comes, return here, just like that. See this movement. See this movement, gets here. This one gets here. It comes here. Like that. Where does, no, sorry, it comes here. Here. Gets here. To this guy. To this. This one gets here to this, gets here, here, here to the second line, here, second, here, moves to this one, the fourth, here, 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 to this line, here, here, this, to this, to this, this to this place, here, here, all the way, gets here, crosses to this side, yeah, and here back to the Energizer. For the earth also have the same thing. This moves all the way here. Okay, we've not connected this. Sorry, we're missing one out. It's almost same thing that we applied there. We just need to break this supply here. Take this one. I say we'll take this one out to the bottom one, feed this goes all the way here, this gets here to this. I'll take this one back to this, sorry, this direction. Okay, let's follow the Earth's movement. This is the out, let's say this is out, and this is return. All right, let's follow it, let's strip. This gets here all the way. Feed this guy here, back here, here. It moves up this way. It gets here, 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 like this. Gets here all the way back to the Energizer. So this is what this will look like and how you can configure fence like this. I hope this is clear enough. And for you who asked this question, I took my time to make it very complex so that I break it down one after the other so you can get the whole gist. Hope you enjoyed this class, and please share this video, invite friends. So till we meet again in our next class, do have a lovely day. Bye for now.
The food tech.